Sam, would you rather play your favorite sport, and you have to let us know what your favorite sport is, or live the rest of your life in a Siberian prison in Russia?
What? And so, how am I not supposed to pick the first one?
I don't know. Maybe you don't like sport.
Who wants to live in a Siberian prison?
I don't know. Arden?
What? What? Okay.
Sorry.
Literally,
Arden. No shade.
any sport will be better than a Siberian prison.
Okay. Probably. I'm trying to think of my least favorite sport.
I don't know. Maybe like baseball. That might offend some people. I don't know. I like playing baseball. If it was like watching baseball forever and ever, or in a Siberian prison, I'd probably go with a Siberian prison in that regard.
No, there's no way.
Oh yeah,
No.
there is a way.
No.
It's so...
Watching baseball is fun. It's the
No.
American pastime, okay?
No.
You eat hot dogs.
Okay, but
You
like
also
maybe
consume
you're just
Cracker
watching
Jacks?
it on TV. All you get is just watch it in TV.
I think it's great.
Oh man.
Better than playing.
No.
Yeah.
Huh. Interesting. I didn't hear the least part.
Oh,
I thought you said
your
best,
favorite?
and I was like...
you're like, how is this?
Yeah, I was so confused.
Also, this was like, I came up with, this was like the first, I was thinking of this. I was also thinking of Bethany, what I knew about Bethany.
Yeah.
So I created about it because I know she doesn't like sports. So
Oh, okay.
I was like, can I make Bethany pick living in a Siberian prison? But
No,
well, let's see. What is
Listen,
your
the
answer
second
to
you
it?
said that, obvious answer, Siberian prison.
Oh my god.
No
see,
question.
I knew my audience.
That's good. That is wild take.
I think I'd probably sport, even watching and playing. I think golf maybe. I've never played really golf.
I love golf.
I just think it's incredibly boring to watch, and so I think it'd be boring to play.
I feel like I would be humbled by golf. You know what I mean?
Everyone is humbled by
Yeah.
golf.
Like, I try to hit the ball, and like, my club, nowhere even close.
Yes.
Every time.
Yeah.
I have a story about that. Once I was out playing golf with my sisters, and she had hit it close to like this pond, and so she like put her bag down, went to go hit her ball, and then her bag fell into the pond.
No.
Not the club, just the whole bag just yeet into the water.
Yeah.
That's horrible. That's worse than the club falling in.
Yeah, it was the best story ever. I love that.
Yeah, I just think golf, I think I would get like 30 minutes and I'd be done with it. I'd be like, I suck at this. This is not fun. We have 18 more holes to do. I'm done. Like,
You should just go to Top Golf. Get you good,
that's true.
easy way in.
My family tried to go one year during Christmas time, but we were like, didn't have a reservation, or we were like a little late. I think we were like a little late for like the open ones,
Rookie
so
mistake.
we couldn't. And then we went and played mini golf, and it was way better. Just I don't know.
I could do mini golf all day, every day.
Mini golf's fun.
Mini golf
But
is
I've
great.
been to Top Golf, and like, I've never experienced greater torture.
Oh my.
Nice. Alright, so this week we have my friend Bethany and Sam's soon-to-be friend Bethany
Yes.
on the podcast. Some things you should know about Bethany is that she does choir. She's in the Logan Institute choir. Phenomenal. Pardon my crude terminology of it, but she is a home ec major. I know that's not the official term, but
I'll take it.
she is from the Midwest, and we'll let her introduce herself.
I feel like you pretty much covered it. Yeah.
We're so good at this.
You're so good at this. You've done your research. I feel known and seen. Yeah, so my home ec major is Family and Consumer Sciences Education, but it literally is just home ec.
What's the abbreviation?
FACS.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
The BYU is Fax Ed.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just
wasn't
dropped the
sure.
ed.
Cool. Okay.
Sometimes, if we're feeling pretentious, we'll do FCSE, but nobody knows what that is, so why would you say that? Yeah, but it's all the fun home ec things. I know how to sew, I know how to cook. Right now I'm in a food science class, which is really exciting. I know,
Out
it's
my own
the
heart.
dream. Yeah, it's also boring things like finances and child development. and healthy relationships. So,
Yeah, healthy relationships the worst.
Boring, lame.
No one wants that.
Yeah, so that's what I do. I'm a senior. I'll do my student teaching next fall, which is horrifying.
That's exciting.
It is exciting. I can't wait, but also I'm so scared. Maybe I'll die before then,
Hopefully not. Please no.
But that would save me a lot of stress.
I mean, as one that has died before, it does
Yeah.
save you a lot of stress. But once you come back, it's not as much fun.
It's not as fun coming back.
No.
No.
You just gotta deal with more problems.
Not ideal. We don't want that.
No.
Yeah. I'm from the Midwest. I was not born there, but I did grow up there. So I'm like begrudgingly a Midwesterner. I don't identify with it, but it is unfortunately my truth.
Oh my god.
Wait, where were you born?
Yeah.
Actually, that's really funny. I was born in the Midwest. I was born...
Wow, she really doesn't want it. Oh man. She's full on. Just don't make me do this.
No, I can't. I was born in Michigan, but I only lived there for 2 years.
Love
I know.
Michigan.
Michigan's a good place.
What part of Michigan?
What? Ann Arbor. My dad was a grad student
The
there.
less cool part of Michigan, but...
What part
Wow.
of Michigan are you talking about?
Everything else.
Wow. Ooh.
Hey, I just served in the Lansing Mission, which covered
Oh.
pretty much everything but the Detroit Ann Arbor area.
So you're biased.
Yes, but to be fair, most people I talk to are from Michigan are from the Ann Arbor, Detroit area.
Yeah, it's a good area. Yeah, no, Ann Arbor's really beautiful. It's so fun there. Yeah, so I was born there, and then I moved when I was 2 to New York, to Buffalo, not New York City.
Still.
It was really fun. Had a great time until I was 5. And then and then I moved to Philly, and then I moved to Indiana. So it's so dumb because I was like 11 when I moved to Indiana, but I will not.
I would
will
claim
not.
you as being East Coast.
Thank you for saying
Those
that
are
to
like
me.
those are like the
where you,
fundamental
grew
years.
up.
That's
Yeah.
where
Yeah.
you're starting to grow
Exactly.
up.
That's
Yeah.
like the essence of my person was
Yep.
developed.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
I'll
thank
give
you
that
for
one
saying
to
that
you.
to me. That's incredibly validating.
I'm glad I mean, there are other parts of you that I don't agree with, but being on the East Coast, I will agree with.
Thank you for that.
Jeez. Oh man, just sports just hurts my soul.
I will never love sports. People have tried for eons, for centuries, to get me to love sports.
You just
It's
gotta
not gonna
find
happen.
the right sport.
No.
Yeah.
My first memory of meeting Bethany that I can remember was at FHE on Monday night. We were playing volleyball. Maybe was it the blind
Was it the
volleyball?
blind volleyball? I think
It might have been the
was.
blind
Wow.
volleyball where there's like a tarp over the net, so you can't.
Oh.
You were like, okay, you'd think it wouldn't be as hard. You're like, okay,
So
I can
hard.
still see, but it's hard because you can't see the players. You can't the ball just appears. And I just remember standing there, and Bethany was very adamant about not liking sports and why do we have to do this. I don't remember her arguments. I was like, whoa.
It's because that ward for that month
Yeah.
they had done sports every single week for a month or 2. And as somebody who's so adamantly against sports, that was a trial. That was a trial of my faith. It was
I
challenging.
didn't remember that. And it was only the other squirm I feel like that would show up.
Oh man.
Yes, none of my sisters liked it, and so I was an advocate for them and for me.
Oh my gosh. I mean, I can understand that. Okay, that's fair.
There's balance, moderation in all things,
It's
including sports.
It's true. It's very true.
But she
Okay.
likes watching baseball.
I do. I love baseball.
The worst one.
No, it's the best.
I'm fine with it until 3/4 of the way through, and then I think I've just had enough, and I just start zoning in, and I'm just existing, and I'm before the first inning. I said that right. I almost said quarter inning. I know sports. It's fun. You're watching. You're keeping up with the teams, but then as it goes on, you stop. At least I care less and less and less, and I'm just when is this done? I'm so tired.
Oh my gosh.
That's what the 7th inning stretch is for.
Yeah, but it doesn't help.
It doesn't work. You're
I need
burnt
something
out.
stronger.
Oh my.
No, No, that's the thing that's great about baseball. You don't have to be paying attention the whole time. You can be in and out. I'm so serious.
It's a very chill sport.
It's so
like just
chill.
sit and talk
Yes.
and like kind of watch. Yes.
You can be in and out, and you'll still know what's going on.
I mean, I'll give that to you. There's nothing better than like a 4th of July game. You're sitting there waiting for the fireworks to go off, and there's just some like Little League going on. Okay,
It's America's pastime.
That is like primo America, but still, just.
Are you going to? Sorry, this is off. Well, this whole podcast is off topic. Are you going back home for the summer, or are you staying in Logan?
That is such a good question.
I just have a recommendation if you
Okay.
are staying in Logan.
Please.
Mendon on the 24th of July, the Saturday after, they have a softball tournament, like championship.
Oh, yes.
And then they have fireworks afterwards. And it's like
yes.
the best fireworks show because you're like, it's like literally above you. We had like embers coming down like on us. It was so loud. It was like at the end, the finale, I was like, I'm going to explode. It was like one after each other, so loud. I'm like, I can't take this anymore. It was awesome.
Wow. That's incredible.
So if you're here,
and you know what? I
I'd
think I
recommend
still have yet to experience. No, that's a lie. That's completely untrue. But I'm going to say it anyway. I have experienced very few Utah Pioneer Days.
Oh,
And
wow.
so I feel like I should have that experience before it's too late.
I'd recommend it. And they have like food booths. It's like a whole
Yes.
like fair carnival type thing.
Love.
I went this last year and it was pretty good.
Incredible.
And yeah, just a nice vibe.
We love America.
It was kind of rainy
We love frontiersmen.
the last
Oh, yeah.
time, so it was like we had to like go to our cars because it was like downpouring and thundering and lightning.
Nice.
But
Fun.
yeah,
Oh, was that last?
yeah, it was.
That last year, I think.
Mhm.
Yeah, for whatever
Where were
reason,
you?
after I was here, but we went and saw fireworks here,
Okay,
and then it was like lightning off in the distance. We're like, oh, cool. So
yeah.
we drove out to the west side of Logan, and then it started lightning like all around us.
yeah.
And then we started driving, and then it became like white out in rain. Like you couldn't see more than like it was the
Oh,
most
I
scary
believe
moment
it.
of my life. I thought we were gonna die.
Yeah.
100%. Like even my sister like got out of the car and we're like, "What are you doing? You're about to get electrocuted and die. What on earth is happening?" It
Funny.
was a good time. Yeah, that was a crazy storm.
Your home probably has a good view now of like.
Oh
the
yeah, no, the
I
fireworks.
bet you're gonna,
Literally,
like-
the end of that road, that baseball field, is where they shoot them off.
Wow,
So
phenomenal.
Prime
I mean,
location.
yeah, unless I like want to sleep that night, then it's not a prime.
I have tried. Well, on my mission, I was in like a resort town for the 4th of July. One of my, one of the years I was there. Sorry, I don't know what I was trying to say there. And I remember one night writing my journal, and these fireworks just started to go off all around us. I don't think they were like the big like sky ones, but just like the small ones. But it was like we were under attack.
That was like, I was at Mexico MTC, and literally one of the parts of the like orientation is like, there's not a gang war going on all the time. It's just fireworks. 1 in every 10 is probably a gunshot. The rest are fireworks.
That's funny.
I served my mission in the Netherlands. We love a good mission fireworks story. They're ubiquitous. But Dutch people really, really freak out on New Year's Eve. Like, they go absolutely insane, bonkers, off the wall with fireworks. And I didn't have a very exciting view of it because I was in this cute little residential neighborhood that was in, like, the south of the Netherlands, which isn't as
Okay.
Dutch as the other side. But we still saw a bunch. But that year, a video got sent into the mission group chat that was somebody, like, holding a firework, lighting it, and they couldn't let go of it. And it, like, so absolutely exploded in their hand.
Oh.
Horrifying, but a little hilarious.
Not the missionary, just
Not
like
the
some
missionary.
random person.
No, we
Oh.
had to be inside. Because we know missionaries, and we know that if we weren't directed to be inside, we would be doing stupid things. So,
See, that's why you just bring the fireworks inside. That's what we did.
Okay.
support!
Yeah. Yeah, not a good idea.
Should we jump into more questions?
Yeah.
Oh, that one? Yeah. I told you. I know my audience. I know the guest speakers.
Oh no!
Okay, Bethany, what do you wish was a sport?
That's a really good question. I think there's a lot of artistry and athleticism in cooking, and that should be a sport. We already have the cooking game shows, but I feel like we could take it a step further.
Yeah. So would you want it to be like, how would that work? What would be the rules of your cooking sport?
I don't know. I haven't thought about that much. Thought ahead. That's the word.
Right, that's fair. I think it's
maybe
good.
speed cooking.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I would be down to watch that.
Right?
That would be fun.
Would everyone have like the same food to make, and
Yeah.
just whoever makes it fastest?
Definitely.
Dude, you could start off with like grilling, like have barbecue races.
Yeah, like a relay race.
Yes! Oh my
Yes.
gosh, it'd be awesome!
Yes.
Because you have like one person make one dish, next dish. Oh, dude.
Mm-hmm.
We should make this a sport.
And if you really wanted to get technical, you could mess around with the temperature and just like flash cook things
Oh!
at like 500 degrees.
Yeah.
Whoa!
Incinerate the outside, middle raw.
Know your audience.
Man, I am getting. Oh man, I need to give a call to.
What would
CBS or
have
something.
more, in my mind, you could have like a time, so whoever gets done the fastest, or you could like time factors in, but also like quality, so it's like presentation.
Yeah.
Which one of those do you think would have the most weight?
I mean, if it's all about the athleticism here, it's gotta be speed. It's gotta be speed.
That's very true.
But also, if you make a steak that's literally like carcinogens on the outside and
You need deducted points.
foodborne illness on the inside, then like that should factor in.
Here's the thing. I agree. I think time's great. You don't want to get people sick. With steak, though, steak's a good one, though, that you can speed cook, because you have to cook only like a certain amount in, and then if you don't cook to the middle, you're not going to get like
It's literally
foodborne,
fine.
just because the pathogens, it's, I don't know, dense. It's not porous material.
I did not know that.
But with ground beef, because it's all like broken up, has a lot of surface area, you have to cook it all the way through. Fun facts.
Huh.
Food
But, yeah.
scientist.
Huh. This is why we're friends. Save me from my cooking.
But to be fair, I learned a lot of things in like my food microbiology class that like, so I'm like very like, and like other people's, like I've had past roommates, I won't name their names, who have left like rice out on the counter like overnight, and that's like
Immediately dead.
rice and pasta is like a scary one, because like people think like, oh, I'll heat it up and kill it, but that can like activate like
More.
like toxins that like the bacteria produces, and then you can get like super sick and like people die. Not to get all scary, but so I'm like very paranoid about that. So like I'd come out and be like, okay, well, it's their lives. Like I would try, but at some point it's like I'm not gonna be like the nagging person, so I'll just silently judge.
Listen, if they haven't died yet, they're probably fine.
I know, that's the thing. So like
You got to build those
most of the
immunities
things I learned,
somehow.
I'm like, oh, I've got to be careful, but like long run, like 1 in a million, it's gonna happen. So
Yeah.
we're probably safe. And also, my silent judgment doesn't go in like quality of food. I'm very easily pleased. Everyone who cooks for me, he's like, oh, it's probably not as good as like you make, or is like all super worried. But like, I'm pretty easy to please as long as it tastes good. It'll be great.
As long as it's food safe is what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
No, I'm a big believer in the danger zone, and I've had roommates who just like leave food out overnight, and it's like you're gonna perish. Like death is knocking on your door
Oh
right
my
now.
gosh. That's awesome.
Love it. Okay. All right. So as we talked about, Bethany, you're a home ec major. You learned how to sew. You've like done alterations for me. Fabulous.
Oh, thank you for saying that.
What's the
Reader,
craziest thing?
they were not fabulous.
What's the craziest thing you've ever sewn?
I'm horrifyingly risk averse, so I don't sew crazy things. Let me think. I've done a lot of dresses because those are easy and I love them. But this isn't a crazy thing, but it is a crazy experience. I love to sew, and I'm also a chronic procrastinator. And so I sewed my senior prom dress. It was great.
Wow.
Thank you for saying that to me. You're so nice.
Jeez.
I had a great time, but also I'm myself. And so the day of prom, that morning, we had a choir contest that was like an hour away, okay? And I had yet to finish hemming my dress, okay? Like, I think everything else was done, but I had to hem it. And it had like kind of a train, so like the hem, large, all right? Much fabric to cross. And so I brought my whole entire prom dress to this contest. And I'm sitting there on the bus, and I'm like, nobody talk to me. I'm sewing. And I was just hemming. My fingers were so raw. I brought it into the high school where we were performing, sitting there just sewing along. I put it down literally to go on stage and come back.
Oh my God.
And I sewed it all up, and it was ready. I think I finished it like 10 minutes away from like our high school. So several hours to spare. Okay, I did fine, but yeah, it was fun.
Oh my gosh, man, procrastination, it makes you do some wild things.
Yeah.
It's not good. Like, my fun procrastinating story was my senior year of high school. I was taking all college courses, and so the last week of school, I had to do an entire class because I was taking Programming 1 and Programming 2 together. And so I asked the professor beginning of the semester, I'm like, hey, I'm doing Programming 1. I don't know what on earth we're talking about in this class. Can I just do the assignments later when I understand what's going on? They're like, yeah, sure. Well, I'm a procrastinator, so that became the last 3 days of class. So, yep, made through.
I've done that with online classes.
Oh, for sure.
And it's not been great. I did that. My high school memory is in junior high, I think. I would have these English assignments that honestly on our high school, skipping ahead to high school, we never really had to read specific books. We had to get a certain number of pages. So we had to read 1,000 pages of classic, on the classic canon list in the semester. And sometimes we had to do reports. I always put that off to the end. And so it was me just mass reading, not understanding it. I never did an all-nighter, but it was I would try staying up as late, and then I'd eventually just fall asleep and be out for a couple hours and get up and keep reading. But I would remember earlier than that, English, I had some sort of writing assignment, but I put it off and till Monday morning. And so I got up at 5 Monday morning, and I didn't want my parents to know, I think. Because I wanted to get them mad at me. So I'd be I think I would be under a blanket with a light, writing or
not clandestine essay writing.
I know.
Wow.
It was terrible. I'm a very bad procrastinator. Follow-up question though about dances in the Midwest. Did you guys do day dates?
No.
Oh.
The culture, you guys, I could go off about this for hours, okay? The culture of Utah and I guess Idaho, dances, unbelievable. Literally insane. You mean to tell me that this is an all-day affair? That is so
insane.
crazy.
Depends on your parents.
And the way you ask, it's so serious. It's so for real. And so growing up in the Midwest, but having a window to the world of Utah, I was so jealous. This is such a special experience.
Oh, I thought you were going it's terrible.
Yeah,
why did
I
they
did
do it?
too.
That was a switch.
I was not ready for that plot twist.
No, seriously, it looked so fun and so exciting. And so, yeah. No, dances were fun. However, I must say that high school dances, den of iniquity. Okay, not a place where the spirit is striving with man. Okay,
very true.
You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
So I think I went to
Den of iniquity. That's
3 dances in
coin.
total. No, literally. I think I went to 3 dances. It was my freshman or sophomore year. I went to homecoming with my best friend. We just dressed up and we went. And we were there for literally 3 minutes. And we were this is disgusting and we hate it here. So we went to the McDonald's down the street and that was our homecoming. And then I
pretty
didn't
fun.
bother to go to any other dance until senior year. And, no, junior year. Junior year we did prom, and then senior year we did prom as well. And those were both just, like, you go in there, and, like, the dance floor is so small and hot and sticky, and, like, high school couples are, like, disgusting.
Oh, yeah.
Ugh, so
Definitely
bad.
can't fit a Book of Mormon in that.
Definitely not. Not even a Book of Mormon on your phone. Okay. No distance.
So
Oh
funny.
my
Yeah,
gosh.
so
It's so true though. It gets so bad. I went to this like regional track meet in like Albuquerque, and afterwards they're like, "Oh, we're gonna have like a big dance with everybody there." Well, it was nice because you had all the Utah kids that were there early, but once they left, it got bad so fast. You're instantly just like, I don't understand why some clothes are starting to come off, but I'm gonna leave.
Crazy.
Yeah, it was wild.
yeah.
Yeah, high school kids are just, not fun.
Yeah, steak dances were my jam though.
Steak dances
That
were
was
buzz.
my safe space.
Those were buzz. I like miss that vibe.
I only went to one stick dance, and it was like the end of my senior year.
Wow.
And technically, I was 18, so I don't even know if I was allowed to go. I was
Not
still in
kosher.
high school, but like, the
Get
cutoff
out.
for like that.
Oh my god.
And I only went to, I think, 3 school dances. I'm trying to think. I went to like our harvest dance one year. I went to junior and senior prom. I crashed one dance though.
Oh, fancy.
That was for like 5 minutes. We were coming back from, I don't know if you guys have heard of, I think it's Science Olympiad.
Oh yeah.
Okay. We had our like state meet, and so we were like coming back, and like the dance was happening. So we got back and it was there, and we just like walked into the dance floor, danced for a little bit, and like left.
Dude, that's
Well,
the
maybe
best
they
way to
say
do a
I
dance.
left. I know, because I was like, I don't know if I feel great, like, because you had to buy tickets and everything, but we just
So
walked
ethical.
past the ticket people. Like, hey, I don't know. It was like in the middle of it, so it wasn't like, I don't know, it wasn't like the beginning, like huge line. I don't know. So,
That's
You're
awesome.
fine. You're just.
Yeah, yeah. That's so awesome. Breaking into places, crazy.
I know, Rebel Sam.
Man. My gosh, there's so many good things. What is your secret talent, Bethany?
Okay. You have to take me seriously.
Serious face.
You must.
Let me get it out. Okay, we're serious.
Okay. I'm serious and I mean this. And I'm being honest and this is truthful. When it comes to giving my family directions, I have never been wrong in my life. Ever.
That's honestly a pretty good talent. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, wow.
Because
It's a bold claim to make, but
that
it
is a
one-
very bold claim.
Like,
I will
describe
stand behind
the
it.
situation. Like,
Okay. Let me set the scene for you.
I'm gonna close my eyes and imagine it.
Picture this. This was, okay, I think... Okay, you need to know. The dynamics in my family, very, like, set in stone. They cannot change. These are, like, written in law. My dad is the navigator. He can do all the navigating. He, like, goes outside and, like, knows where the cardinal directions are. Not me. Could not be me. The only reason I know where the cardinal directions are here in Utah is because the mountains are always east. And I even beefed with that for a really long time. Because it's like, okay, there's mountains there. There are also mountains over there. It doesn't make sense. Anyway, so he's really good at navigating. My brother inherited some of that, also pretty good at navigating. The girls were bad, okay? We struggle. We struggle and we suffer. And my mother, bless her whole soul. If you're listening to this, hi, love you. Sometimes just gets a little turned around, which happens to the best of us. So this particular time, we were in Italy, I think. Yeah, we were in Italy, and my dad was teaching a class, so he was not with us. The navigator, gone. We were all left to fend for ourselves, okay? And so we're like going down these streets trying to follow like Google Maps, but like it won't tell you exactly where to go, and so you just kind of like have to like look at it and figure it out, you know what I mean? And so every single time I was like, okay, we need to go this way, and she would be like, no, this is staying the other way, and I'm like, no, we're going this way. Every time she didn't listen to me, I was right. And I've remembered that, and it stuck with me. And so anyway, the short answer is that I am right when it comes to navigating in times of crisis. Not in times where it doesn't matter, then I'm usually wrong.
Wow, very specific. I mean, it's better to be ready in like crisis mode than non-crisis mode.
Exactly. So. It really comes in clutch.
That is a very, very specific talent.
Yeah.
That's awesome, though. Oh, man. It's the worst, though. You get in those trips, and you're just like, everyone's arguing about where you are, and it just ends up being a nightmare.
Yeah.
So it's good to have that one person that's like, crisis mode,
Old
this
faithful.
is what's happening. Yeah.
Correct.
I had an experience where I was the one lost. It was my first time in Logan. So this was back, I think, my summer of junior year, or before my senior year. So in between junior and senior. I don't know if you guys have, but Ragnar's. So like, it's a 200-mile-ish relay race with like usually 12 people. This was, well, it depends on like the type. This was a road one. So it starts in Logan and it goes to Midway. And I was driving down from Rigby, and I had some like cross-country teammates with me, and we were meeting the rest of our team here. And I was driving because we had a minivan. And for whatever reason, I didn't have a smartphone in like high school. And at this point,
Respect.
I think, I don't even know what I had at this point. Caveat. My first phone was like a touchscreen phone, but I had to pay for the minutes.
Oh.
Second one was a downgrade. It was a slide phone, but unlimited texting.
I was like,
which was
that's an upgrade.
great.
I
Right?
loved the slide.
Honestly,
Buttons
it was
make a
great.
difference. They do.
Yes.
Yeah.
But so I was borrowing my sister's smartphone. I think she was on a mission, so it was just like hanging around to like navigate. But I don't think I'm like questioning what was going in my mind. So I don't even think I had maps. I was just like, oh yeah, like I've seen the signs to Logan. It's like pretty, and it was we were meeting at like the football stadium, and I'm like, there's got to be signs, or like I should be able to like see it. I don't know. So I wasn't like too worried about like getting here, finding it. I get here, can't see it from Main Street, or at least I'm not sure if I knew what I was looking for. Thinking there'd be signs, was there's like signs Utah State? I don't know. And when I'm in a stressful situation, new environment, driving, trying to figure out where I'm going, it just gets so stressful.
Horrifying.
And I have people, it's like people in the back, and I'm driving, and they're like my peers, a little older, and I'm just like, great. So I'm just like driving up and down Main Street. Eventually, somebody pulls it up, and we like get there okay.
Oh my
But I'm like,
God.
what was going on in my mind? Like, why didn't I just pull up? Well,
It
then like
has
the
to be
phone.
on Main Street.
I might have had a map up, but like the phone died or something, and like the cigarette charger thing
Oh,
we
yes.
had and wasn't working in the van. I don't know. Something was wrong. So like, I think that was it. I think the phone was like dead, so I couldn't, and I was too embarrassed to ask my friends. So I just drove up once. It was like, where is it? I don't know. Yeah.
You know what? I see the thought process though, because everything in Logan is on Main Street. So like, you were correct.
But I like never been, and for some reason I like, because I like my experiences with college towns, Rexburg, and like Rexburg is like college is on a hill, and I was like
nothing else.
I feel like there are signs to it. Yeah, pretty much. And then I think I'd been down in like BYU and Provo. I don't know, for whatever reason I was like, it's gonna be easy. Once I get there, I should just be able to find it. I don't know. Did not have the navigation.
Oh man. Well, it's funny because like now that you know what it is, you could spot it so easily from Main Street.
Yeah, now that I know what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's so awesome.
Okay.
Oh, man.
Going back to your mission in the Netherlands, what language do they speak there, by the way?
Dutch.
Dutch? Not
Just a little
Danish.
Dutch. I want
Not
a little
Danish.
Dutch.
Oh,
Yeah, you need to
I
teach
can't do
Sam
that.
and I
Okay.
how to say something.
Something.
What do you want to know?
Midnight ramblings.
Oh,
I'm kidding.
Dutch
I don't
edition.
know either of those words.
How do you say hi?
Hoi.
Hoi?
Hoy.
How do you say bye?
Dewey.
Dewey.
Hoy and Dewey.
Dewey.
Ooh. I like it.
Okay, I have to remember that.
Hoy, Dewey.
How do you spell those?
Hoi is HOI.
Okay.
And then Dewey is DOEI.
DOEI.
Yeah.
Huh. Hoy. Dewey.
Cool.
I love that language. I love it a lot.
Was it hard to learn?
That's a great question. Thank you for asking. In some ways, yes, but honestly, in most ways, no. I feel like, I'm serious, God really came in clutch, like he really did, and he made it so that I just absorbed it pretty easily, which was amazing and wonderful and beautiful and the best thing that ever happened to me. And also, Dutch is like this cute little hybrid between English and German, and so it has very similar rules, I guess, to English, and also it's really, really standardized. And so, like, there are very few exceptions. And so, like, once you learn the rules, like, you're good. And I love rules. I'm a big fan of them. And so once I learned them, I put them to memory, and it's, like, pretty formulaic, pretty easy. So I love Dutch.
Dang.
I like to speak it to people, and every time I do, they make fun of it, because it's guttural, and it sounds like you're just like a weird little elf with like phlegm in your throat. And so it gets made fun of a lot, which is so hurtful to my heart, but it's okay, because they really have a solid point, so.
That's awesome. Oh my gosh. Oh man, yeah.
Hoi?
Hoi.
Hoy,
Dewey?
Dewey.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's how we'll
So-
start the next episode. Hoy. Hoy Sam. Do you have any fun stories about Sam?
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, what a good question.
As a podcast co-host, I'd very much like to know them.
Sam, I have to think this through. Okay, this isn't that funny, but I'm thinking about it.
Great start.
Thank you. Literally like a week ago, I saw Sam in the food science building,
yes.
which makes a lot of sense, right? Yeah. And I was so excited because he's Sam. We love Sam. But I just pointed at him, which is a fairly normal greeting for me, if I'm being honest. And I sometimes forget that that's not a normal greeting for other people. And so I was like with a group of my classmates, we were heading into class, and I just go, "It's Sam!" And they're like, "You're pointing. Why are you pointing?" And they laughed at me for like 5 minutes. So anyway, yeah. If you see me pointing, it's not offensive. I swear. Another thing is that we got to be presidents of Relief Society and Outdoors Forum together, which was so fun. Okay, it was a party and a half every single time. And when we would go to ward council, it was the best. Okay.
I don't know what it is about other part of Relief Society presidents and ward council, but when they become friends, it's just like so chaotic.
Yes! Exactly. And the thing about Sam is that he had my back every single time. Namely, in the sports war. Okay?
Oh!
Do you remember this?
I don't remember it, but it doesn't like surprise me. Maybe like vaguely.
Okay, so of course, because of my immense hatred of sports, I chose to wage a war against everybody who was trying to do sports every single week. And so, like, anytime it would be brought up, I'd be like, okay, but, like, what are we going to do for the people who don't like sports? And, like, what are we going to do next week so that we can, like, have attendance for, like, people who literally hate sports so much? And there were some people on the ward council who were like, no, we love sports, and everybody loves sports,
Oh
and so
my
we should
God.
always do sports. And as a person who does not identify with that, I was like, absolutely not. But I was very much the minority.
Oh man.
But every time I would say something slightly controversial, Sam would be like, she's got a point. We could pay attention to that perspective. And, like, that, you were the advocate that I needed. You had my back, and I really appreciate
Awesome.
Glad I had it. Only thing I remember about ward council was that, like, no one ever showed up.
It was just you and me and the bishop.
Oh my
now,
gosh.
like, in other ward councils, you have, like, activities,
Everybody.
FHE,
Yeah.
you have, like, Sunday school, and, like, it was, like, the bishop and his counselors, and then, like, the executive secretary, Bethany and I, and then maybe, like, ward mission leader once, or, like... there was just, well, to be fair, we also, like, met every week, so some of it's jumbled, because we had, like, ward council, and we had, like, bishopric council.
Extended
Yeah.
bishopric, yeah.
And...
Was this the 38th ward?
Yeah, this is on
Okay.
38th,
The
11th,
good old
38th
days.
ward.
Yeah.
And so I got put in, like, it felt like very... Well, first of all, I'd only been in the ward for, like, 2 months.
Yeah, that was crazy.
And I got put in, and I was like, who are my counselors? I don't know anyone.
I don't even know who they are.
Dude, that's
And
the worst.
I feel like it was, like, pretty quick to, like, the end of the semester, but it was, like, probably halfway. And then our ward, like, shrunk. We had, like, a block for our ward. Actually, we had some of the island, I guess,
Yeah.
but no one was really in the island area. And so it was just a struggle. And so, like, when summer hit... Also, Bethany, like, left me and went and did FSY,
Yes, I
but she
did.
was still really shitty person.
Wow, how
And so,
rude.
but, like, our ward, I
Putting
remember...
youth need
Hey,
above
Did
Sam's.
my counselors ever come?
Was Haley one of your counselors?
Yes.
I think she came
She
a
was the
couple
secretary.
times.
That's funny.
It was
Okay.
hard
Thank
because
you for talking about
I think they would, like, forget to add them on. I don't know.
Oh,
So,
that's fair.
Okay, keep going.
but our ward, it was tiny. I remember the first week we combined with, like, the 40th ward, which was huge in the summer. And they were like, stand up 38th ward so we can get attendance. And it was like 10 people.
Wow.
It was so tiny.
Wow.
But
Aw.
it was a blast. Like, we bonded together.
All 10 of
Oh
you.
my God.
Yeah.
I spoke in the 35th ward this last week. There were, I'm not even kidding you,
they're so
like
tiny.
16 people.
Nobody
max.
in that ward.
Yeah.
It was insane.
It's so sad.
I was in their elders quorum 2 weeks ago, and it was almost like being back in the 38th ward's elders quorum. I feel like, well, we got a bigger one after the summer because we got the changes. So I don't really remember. I remember this summer it was like maybe 10 of us together. It was tiny. Except when they wanted to combine and I was teaching, and then it was like huge.
Get away from
But
me.
I was against combining. Oh wow. Memory lane.
Yeah, those were the good
So
old days.
funny. That's awesome. Okay, I know you met her now, Sam.
I do try to look out for everyone and keep everyone in mind. Okay. I'm trying to find I have a lot of questions here that would be so fun
Ooh, I'm
to
so
ask.
excited.
But our time is running short.
I'm a yapper.
I don't know if it's you.
Okay, this is gonna be a good one. Bethany, tell us why you hate swing dancing.
Dude.
This is for Sam.
Yes.
I do hate swing dancing.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, I will be upfront and honest and say that I thoroughly enjoy, like, the first 3 dances, okay? Like, they're great, they're fun, I have a good time. As a girl, it's really, really fun, because you just stand there and literally get thrown around. Like, that's great. Okay, I have a great time with it. However, I am not the most, what's the word? Coordinated. That's the word. I'm not the most coordinated of people. And so they're like, oh, you do this. And, like, they, like, twist their arms in some, like, unholy contortion. And you're like, I don't know how to do that. You're going to need to give me, like, 8 to 15 steps on how the heck that just happened. And then, like, first of all, this is my number one beef. This is my number one beef with swing dancing. Everybody is sweaty.
It's so true.
Everyone
It's so true.
is sweaty all the time. And I don't know about you, but I don't like it when I sweat, and I do not like touching other people's sweat.
Now you're gonna get thrown around in it.
Gross! Literally, I'm like flying underneath people's armpits. That is a danger zone. I'm not okay with that.
This is so great. I am loving this. Oh,
Yeah.
this makes me feel so good.
Do you hate swing
I
dancing?
hate swing
Why
dancing.
do you hate swing dancing?
So many reasons.
Please.
So many reasons. One, it's way over diluted. It's happening all the time, everywhere, all at once.
Yes.
Like,
Too much hype.
way too much hype. Like, I moved to Logan, never heard of it. And ever since then, it has existed forever, just never ending the entire time.
I'm pretty sure you could go to an event like every single day.
Oh, you can.
You really
Literally,
could.
you could. It's insane. So it's just way over. And then also the other thing, it's just do the same thing over and over again. Like, how can that not get boring? Like, what are you doing? Oh, wow, you threw this girl around, and you threw that other girl around, and you threw that girl around, and now you threw that girl around, and now you threw that girl around. Cool. Just, no.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh. Plus, yeah, the other thing, they're all like, oh, it's so easy, you just do this. And then they, like, summon a demon with what they're doing with their
Literally.
bodies, and I
It's
don't
not
get it.
easy.
No!
Nope. No, I'm with you 100%.
I hate it. I hate it so much. It's like, I don't know, maybe it's just like I need to find the right partner to where it's like, I will only swing dance with you. But obviously I haven't found that partner yet, so it's still just the worst thing ever.
Yeah.
That's when you know when you found your match.
Probably.
Marry her.
Probably.
Snatch her up.
Other than that, is the worst thing ever. I hate it so much.
Yep.
It can burn down, and I would light the match. Oh, man.
Wow.
Yep, that is my opinions on it.
Incredible. Also, I'm like not sufficiently country for swing, so like I don't know any of the line
Says the
dances.
Midwest
okay,
one.
I'm not. Listen.
That's not.
I'm from engineers and factories, Midwest.
That's true. That's
not
very
corn
true.
and hoedowns, Midwest. There's a difference. But yeah, I'm not sufficiently yeehaw. Like, I don't own a single pair of cowboy boots. I don't have blonde hair. So, like, all them yeehaw cowboys who know how to, like, throw women 15 feet in the air, they're not asking me. So it's just not... It's not the experience that every little cowgirl hopes for. Which is not what I am.
That is awesome. Oh my gosh, that's so great. Man. Man, my soul feels healed now. I've been fighting this
You're
battle
welcome.
alone. She is my Sam.
United front!
Yes!
I knew I had asked that question when we were in a meeting and it got brought up. And I think it was across from Bethany and she was just like, no. And I was like, all right, we gotta have her on. We gotta talk
Was
about
that the
this.
steak meeting?
Yes!
Yeah, I also too, which just like
Also-
sat there and I was like, I am going to not say anything because if I say anything, and then like someone mentioned my name and I was like, don't bring me up, don't bring me up.
We support our church leaders.
Yep,
Amen, so true.
yep. And I support them by just not complaining about it.
And I feel like the thing about a steak activity is that, like, there's only so many of us.
Yeah.
And every single dance that I've been to that is, like, a steak or smaller, like, that's awkward territory. That's, like, I know you a little too well for you to be throwing me around territory. You know? Like, that's not what I'm here for.
That's awesome. Oh, man. Dang. Yep. Man, now I'm going to get brought up in steak council. I'm going to feel a little bit better. And
Yeah.
just look over Bethany and be
You have
like,
allies.
okay.
In the mouths of 2 or 3 witnesses, and you
Yes.
take them down for it.
Yes! Oh my gosh! It's happening! Okay, now don't listen to this. People on the stick.
This is not collusion.
No, we're not in the meeting. The spirit is not leading this discussion.
Aw.
Oh my gosh. Okay, anyways. Simple one, kind of to start finishing it off. What is the color of your toothbrush?
Ooh, what a classic. We love that one.
That was at the desperate point of me writing these questions. I was like, what's a good get to know you question? I was like, you know, that'll be fun.
I don't
feel
even
like
know
I'm
mine.
15 at a youth dance again.
Well,
Yeah, I don't think
go.
I've ever been asked that question though. Everyone's like talks about
Are
like
you serious?
that's like a overused get to know you question.
I've
I don't think
never
it's
been asked
never.
it.
I've
I
never
think
been asked.
I almost feel like
Maybe
it's
I'm
too.
the problem.
I feel like it's too personal.
Do you ask it?
Every time.
What?
Every time. It's not. It's a toothbrush.
I don't know.
Everyone
That
has a
feels too
toothbrush.
personal to me.
No.
Like that's just
Absolutely not.
no boundaries.
You know that if somebody was in your bathroom, they would be looking at your toothbrush anyway.
No, mine's like hidden.
Yeah.
What are you doing in people's bathrooms?
All right, never
What
let Bethany
on
in my
earth?
bedroom again.
Oh my gosh!
All right. So what is your favorite? What is your color toothbrush?
It's white
White.
with a gold bottom.
Okay.
It's
Ooh,
electric.
that's
Mine.
kinda cool.
Oh, classic. Mine is dark blue.
That's a good one.
I had to look before this, so I knew. I was pretty sure it was blue, but I was like, better double check.
So
Man.
true.
I think mine's green. I don't know. I need a new one. That's my problem right now.
I need to change out my brush head.
Oh,
And
do you have
put
the
new batteries in
replaceable
it.
ones?
Mhm.
Oh, I had one, and then it completely broke, and I was so sad.
That's devastating.
I need to get a new one.
Yeah, so true.
Yeah. Anyways. Too personal for me. And
Scrub
you're
it
not
off the
allowed
air.
in my bathroom.
You guys don't like take a quick little peek through
No! I'm like in the bathroom, like I'm gonna touch and do as little as possible
look
while I'm
on, like,
in
what,
here.
maybe what's on their counter,
Yeah.
maybe.
No,
but,
not even
like,
that. I'm like just
I
focus on
don't
the
open
toilet
on anything.
and the sink and get out and done. I don't want to uncover secrets that I don't want to know about.
You guys are so non-invasive. That's so good.
I was like, that sounds like a compliment.
I don't do it always.
Right.
But listen, if there are cabinets easily accessible that would not be loud if I opened them, I'll take a peek. I'm not above that.
That is the worst stipulation ever.
Have you ever been caught?
I've never been caught. Because I typically don't
That's
I
her other
typically
secret talent.
don't let people in the bathroom with me when I'm using it.
Well, I don't know if they like
So-
heard and they're like, "What were you doing in the bathroom?" And you're like,
No, I'm quick. Just one glance and
She
done.
just opens
All I
it,
need to
picture,
know.
closes it.
Yeah.
She can
what
review it
can
later.
you learn from someone's like medicine cabinet?
So much.
Oh,
So
secrets.
much.
I don't want to know their secrets.
No, but like how they organize their stuff really
Okay.
tells you a lot about a person. Okay.
Okay.
For example, I'll use mine as an example. I didn't used to have any organizational setup at all on my little shelf in the bathroom. And it was chaos, okay? It was not good. It was a very accurate depiction of my mental state, okay? You can learn a lot about a person by how their bathroom drawers and cabinet looks like. I'm so serious. But then I went to the dollar store and I got some little bins, and I now have like my eye stuff in one bin, and then my face stuff in another bin, and then my teeth stuff in another bin. Okay? So organized. Well-oiled machine. There's a place for everything, and everything goes back in its place. And I would be so proud to show that bathroom cabinet to anyone.
That'll be the thumbnail. We'll just take a picture of her.
That would be funny. Follow-up question. Is that going to be like a must for like someone you're dating? Is that like you have to look in their
I have
like,
to check out your
snoop
bathroom.
in their bathroom?
First date. Can I use the bathroom just to look at it? I'm not. Yeah.
At some point, I will probably get in there. Okay.
Oh my god.
Okay. I don't know if this is wise to say, but I'm going to say it anyway.
We can edit it in post.
I went on a date an undisclosed amount of time ago, and I went to use his bathroom, and
Oh no. Secrets. Told you. This is bad stuff.
there was a shoe print in his shower.
Oh.
That's weird.
And it's
Oh.
like, whose shoes?
Okay, was it 2 shoes or just 1? Just 1?
Was it
What
very,
is happening?
Was it like very like muddy, dirty, or was it just
No.
like pretty faint?
I mean, like, you could definitely see that it was a shoe print. But, like, it wasn't, like, foul.
What on
But,
earth?
like, who was stomping in the shower with one shoe?
I am disturbed.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm never gonna look in the shower ever again.
I wasn't,
Oh my God.
listen, I wasn't snooping in there. It was open for everyone to see. It was just there.
Did any of you, like, going to the bathroom as kids, have to, like, check behind their shower curtain before?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Every time.
Every
I'm not
time.
the-
I, like, made sure it was off to the side and, like, held up the entire time I was in there.
I didn't do that. I just would always, like, peek and make sure no one was in there. I don't know why. Like, no one's gonna be in there.
No.
But
yes.
what if there
Like,
is?
I wasn't
Every
even
time.
worried about, like, my siblings being in
You
there.
can
I
never
was
be
just
too
worried
careful.
about,
Yeah.
like, someone else being
Yeah,
in there.
Exactly. My siblings
Anything.
wouldn't be in there. But, like, the boogeyman might.
Absolutely, the
You know.
boogeyman's in there.
Yep.
Ever seen Psycho?
Exactly.
No.
Oh.
Is that the
Oh.
one? Is that the Alfred Hitchcock where she's in the shower and,
Yeah.
like, comes in?
Which I guess is
I
kind
saw
of
a
the
clip
opposite.
from a TV show
There you go.
from Psych, if you've seen it.
Oh, yeah, you're
So
right.
that's the only
You're
reason
right.
I know.
What a classic. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
can I share a traumatic shower story? It's not. Listen. Okay. Have you guys ever seen The Twilight Zone?
Yes, I mean,
Hard.
episodes.
Okay.
I've heard the theme
Have
song.
you ever seen the specific episode where I think it's called Nightmare at 20,000 Feet? It's a pretty popular one. Okay, basically, the premise of this episode is there's a woman who's, no, it might be a man. Don't know. He or she.
Person.
There's an individual who's really scared of flying. Like, is just, like, freaked out to be on the plane. Okay. And they get seated right by the wing. So their window's, like, looking out at the wing. Okay. And they, like, get up in the air. No. This is before they're up in the air. They're on the tarmac. And they look out of their window. And there's, like, a creature on the wing. And he looks like he's, like, tampering with the electrical equipment. on the
Oh,
plane.
actually, maybe I have
you
seen
seen
this.
it?
This sounds familiar.
Yes. I watched this in my English class. And I will never forgive that
Why
English
did we
teacher.
watch it in English?
Great
That's
question.
like the only classes I'd watch it in.
Yeah. Don't know why. Makes no sense. And so he, like, goes through this flight, and, like, every time he looks out the window, like, he sees the creature, like, doing stuff. But then when he tries to show other people, like, the creature's not there. And so the whole time you're like, is he just, like, kind of a crazy guy? Like, or is this creature legit? And there's one point where he has the window shade closed, and he goes to open up the window shade, and the creature has his face, like, pressed against the window. Okay?
Ugh.
Biggest jump scare of my life. I'm sitting here in this English class, probably like 7th grade. I leave the seat, like 6 inches at least. Like, gone. Okay? Dead, deceased, perished. And because that was such a traumatic experience for me, I could not shower with the curtain closed for like 6 months. I am so serious.
Sure, that's not funny, but
It is funny.
It's so funny.
Because every time I would get in the shower, I was like, no, the creature's gonna be right there when I open it up. Like, he is. Like, I know he is. And so I would shower and cover my entire bathroom in water. Because I couldn't use the curtain.
Nice.
Yeah.
That is so. Oh man, yeah, that's pretty traumatizing.
Thank you.
Golly, just. I cannot shower without the curtain being there. That just like freaks me out. Like at my last place, I didn't have a shower curtain yet, so like I like had to take a shower, and the mirror was right across from there, and I was like, I hate this. I don't want to shower just staring at myself the entire time.
I'm dead.
It was awful.
Yeah, I had to do it once or twice. So I like moved out for the summer, but like couldn't sell my contract, and it was fine because my summer housing was cheap. I actually moved to Logan.
Amazing.
Always comes back to Logan. But I took my shower curtain because the place I was moving to had a private bathroom, and so I was like, need this. My roommate never bought a shower curtain. And so I like came back and like visited, so I like would stay in my room and everything. It's honestly a really great decision not to sell it because I didn't have to like take everything
Oh, that's
except
nice.
more money. I don't know.
It's worth it. It is so
Oh,
worth
yeah.
It was nice.
That's what I do.
And so I had to I was like, what the heck? So I had a shower, so I just showered with it was weird.
That's hilarious.
Wow, who knew there were so many stories around shower curtains?
Yeah, seriously.
The shower curtain lore has really been developed this episode.
Yes.
It's getting deep.
Yeah.
All right. I think we're about out of time. Bethany, any last words? Any like advice, funny
Wisdom.
story, things you want to tell people but you never tell people?
Here are my words for the people. Don't be mad if people don't like sports, okay? It's not about you. Learn how to cook, it's really important.
Oof.
Use a shower curtain, nothing is gonna get you. Yeah. Thank you.
Great.
All right.
That was a great summation. I liked it. Good words of wisdom. Okay. Well, that's the episode. Remember to share it with your friends if you've been enjoying it.
Good reminder.
If you've laughed, if you've got other stuff. Subscribe, follow, do all the things that you do. I don't know what they are, but do them.
Leave us a comment, rate us.
Yeah.
5 stars. Only 5 stars.
Only 5 stars. Anything else?
We'll take you off.
We don't want to hear it.
Yeah, we will shout you out and call you the worst person. Just kidding, we won't do that. But there's a poll going on. Maybe still during
It
this
is.
episode?
It's got like 40 days on it.
Yeah, I like try to make it a little bit longer. But yeah, answer the poll.
Episode 8, 9, 8.
This is 9.
8. It's episode 8. The poll's on.
Yes. Yeah.
On Spotify.
Yes.
So if you don't have Spotify, rip.
And shout out for next week episode. It's going to be a live audience episode. So be tuned for that.
Prepare.
Yeah, because we're sure prepared for it.
Now we got to talk about that.
But yeah, cool. We will.
Thank you for your time.
Yep.
Dewey.